We're here with day 22 of the Bonne Maman 2025 Advent Calendar. That's right, just three little boxes left. We're gonna get to see how do they bring this journey to a close. All right, what do they have for us today? Raspberry lychee spread. Ooh, you can see. I don't know if you can see in there. Probably not. But this thing is very, very wet. So let's get mixing. After the last, it's funny because I didn't really expect another lychee spread. But here we are. But after the last one, a friend came up to me and said, you know, I've always pronounced it lychee, which I thought was interesting because I hadn't really heard that. So I did a little research and found out that lychee is probably the more common pronunciation in the US and UK. But lychee is very prevalent elsewhere in the world and a little closer to the original Mandarin pronunciation. So cool thing to know. Didn't really think it would come up again this season, but here we are with another lychee/lychee spread. And what I realized is, say whatever makes you happy. So let's get this guy out onto the toast. Ooh. Yeah, this is, again, I don't know if you remember the last one. I remember the last one because I was traumatized. It had very good taste, but it's just a very wet one to work with. So hard to get it. You probably see the difference how thin the layers get because it just wants to spread out all over the toast. Yeah, it's an interesting ingredient to choose. So let's take a bite and let's see how it mixes with that raspberry and where we go. Interesting. Yeah. So what the connection I'm making here is the lychee seems to really mellow out whatever you pair it with. It doesn't bring a lot of its own strong flavor, but it takes a raspberry spread, which is usually very sort of sticky and intense and, a bright pop of flavor. And it just creates a more like mellow raspberry, which is really kind of nice. It's an interesting choice. I like it. Yeah, it's gonna be a fun one to finish up. So raspberry lychee spread, let's give it a 7. And until next time, keep jamming and stay toasty.